Got another shipment of books from CGC, and they're all books you probably shouldn't get graded, but I did, and I love them. And these all have custom labels on them that make them look really cool too. Stick around to see what I got.
Yo, Joe. Talking comics, here's your host. It's A Real American Brian.
I got 5 books back in this shipment. These were sent in with a bunch of other books, but they came back together because of the custom labels. So I ended up with, I sent one big shipment down and they came back in 3 different tiers. This is my custom label box. I'm a big fan of the CGC custom labels, and I think they can really improve the look of the book, and the overall presentation I think is really cool. So I got a bunch of different ones. Let's see what we have here. The first one is Fantastic Four. Oh, ouch. It is Fantastic Four #1. This is the facsimile edition, of course, and with the cool Fantastic Four custom label. Yeah, grade is much lower than I was expecting it to be at 9.0. I don't know why it's that low. Kind of a bummer. But it's a good thing. I'm looking at this as a piece of wall art, and the grade doesn't really matter that much to me. It is a bit of a bummer. I don't really see any issues with the book. I don't know why it was graded so low. But it still looks cool, and get that awesome classic Kirby cover with the custom label that goes along with it, with the Fantastic Four stuff. So yeah, overall, I'm going to forget about the grade eventually and just put it on my wall and stare at it. So sure, that's a success, I guess. I don't know what was going on with that grade. The next book, all right, which is much better here. We got Thor #1, Jane Foster becoming Thor. I was a big fan of this storyline of Jane picking up the hammer, becoming Thor, and got the cool Jane Foster label to go along with it. And it came back in a 9.8, as you would expect of this modern of a book. And yeah, it's deserving of that grade. I do want to find a good collection of kind of that era of that story. If anyone has any recommendations on a book to get, hopefully all in one volume, I would like to add that to my collection and have that to read over again. The next book, all right, this one is one I am definitely excited about. I have Amazing Spider-Man 607. This is the J. Scott Campbell Black Cat cover. I love the J. Scott Campbell Spider-Man covers. This one kind of goes along with another one that'll be in this shipment as kind of a dual thing that I want to display them. And got the cool Black Cat custom label, and it came back as a 9.4, which is appropriate for this book. It was not perfect. There were a few different errors, but not too much. I had it pressed and cleaned, and it looks beautiful, but 9.4 is an appropriate grade. Then, all right, this is not its friend, but this is another one. We got Fantastic Four 52, the first appearance of Black Panther, facsimile edition again, because it's another piece of wall art for me. It's another great Kirby cover to go with my Kirby cover collection. And I got the cool Black Cat custom label there, and it came back as a 9.8, which is what I was expecting of all the facsimile editions, but that's fine. This one achieved that. This is one of those awesome covers that one of those iconic images, right, by Kirby. One of the many. And finally, this is probably the book I was most excited about. Spider-Man #601, the classic, well-known J. Scott Campbell cover of Mary Jane. Comes back at a 9.0, and that's an appropriate grade for it. I sent this off to be cleaned and pressed, and it was improved a little bit, but it was still that 9.0, 9.2 range seemed about right. So no complaints there. Got the Spider-Man label on it, and I've missed this book. This book was in my rotation. I had displayed on my desk quite a bit, and I sent it off, and it's been gone for a little while, so I'm really happy to have it back, and then be able to put that next to that Black Cat cover. Will make a really good pairing. Oh, that's not it. But yeah, the J. Scott Campbell ASM covers of this era, I really like a lot. And I think there's a couple more that I would like to get. And there's also a Adam Hughes cover that kind of has both Black Cat and Mary Jane on it that I'm thinking about sending in to get graded as well, kind of put into that small collection for display. But that is all of this shipment, 5 books with 5 different custom labels. If you want to comment on any books, tell me how stupid I am for getting some of these graded, please do so in the comments below, and we'll have a little conversation about how I don't really care.
You've been watching a Real American Brian production in association with the letters G, I, and JOE.